Hello, everybody. Stephanie Brown here. Hope you're having a nice, calm evening. I just want to say for anyone who's just coming on my channel, like I have been really sick in my life with bipolar. I used to be extremely manic all the time. I I was very unwell. I've been hospitalized twice. So, what you see today is just a lot of hard work, coming to terms with my illness and how it affects me, and how to do good self care and what works for me, and being open to taking classes and courses and reading books. And so the book Bipolar Not So Much by Dr. Chris Aiken and Dr. James Phelps. Buy this book. I paid $30 Canadian. I put in the comments the links for both the US and Canada where you can get it. It's hardcover. Now, as promised, as part of self-care, I thought I would talk about medications. So, on page 168 of this book, they talk about atypical antipsychotics. And these are one of the most popular treatments for bipolar disorder. But we fear that they may be because they're the most profitable and heavily advertised options. There are many available, and they all differ in their risks and benefits. Only a few are known to treat bipolar depression. So I'll do my best to say them. The first one's easy because it's the one I take. It's Seroquel. Latuda, I just came off Latuda. It doesn't work for me. It might work for you. Zyprexa, hope I said that right, and Symbyax. And that's why I say get the book, because I could be saying these wrong. But it explains all the drugs, what they're for, why they work the way they work in 2019, and how they affect your health. Like, for example, I was on lithium. I don't like lithium. I was gaining tons of weight, and it's really important to me to be fit and healthy. And so Seroquel and clorazepam, which is an anti-anxiety that I take, is really working for me. Something that's interesting if you're a woman is that that time of the month made me go all over. Like 2 weeks before, I was absolutely bonkos. And so what I discovered is I take an injection that takes away the estrogen so that it's not all different levels of estrogen, which makes me totally not rational. And now I'm taking a certain dose of estrogen, which is level, so I don't go through that anymore, which was so upsetting to my family and to me. And it was just, I always felt out of control. And then I would hurt people's feelings by things that I said and did, and then I'd have to go apologize and make it okay again, and then feel this guilt, because then eventually my hormones would settle and I would feel normal. So I just want you to really investigate medications. Like, for example, Seroquel. Okay, so I bought this book because the doctor said to. And I look, and Seroquel is an antipsychotic. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not psychotic. Why am I on Seroquel? And he explained to me that it also treats bipolar. In the next section, it says, nearly all of them can treat mixed states and mania. Oh my God, I hate mixed states. Mixed states are awful. In between angry and irritable and anxious, it's just not fun. But nearly all of them treat mixed states and mania. A few also treat unipolar depression, which is all depressed, when added to an antidepressant, including, I'll try to say this, quetiapine and olanzapine, above, as well as Abilify, Rexulti, Risperdal, and Vraylar. I'll try to say it, Vraylar. So it actually says that depression, antidepressants aren't good. Some antidepressants aren't good for people who are bipolar. It actually makes them worse. And in my reading, what I found interesting, when people don't know that they're bipolar, they are put on antidepressants if they present being depressed, and then they just get worse. So it's really important that you advocate for yourself, that you learn all that you can, that you do a mood chart. And if you're not getting better, like, it was a whole 2 years, and my husband finally said, "You're not getting any better. We need to ask the doctor why." And so now I have a good doctor who listens to me, and we work together. And I understand, if I'm going to sound like a broken record, but if you do the mood chart, then you can refer with your doctor to, let's try this medication. And then I diaried about what it was like that month. And then we knew, let's increase it a little bit more. Maybe it's not at the therapeutic level. So you become pretty smart at saying what you need and what you think needs to happen if you give it an effort. And I really feel for you right now if you're feeling really on the depressed side. I can swing to that if something in my life is triggered. Just have a care plan for that. Maybe that day you can't go to work and you just rest, and you just think in the one day. And there are times when I'm just proud of myself that I showered, that I made my bed, and that I cleaned the bathroom. Sometimes it's just make my bed and have a shower. So I'm always going to keep saying it. This is a one day at a time thing. And if your family member watches this with you, that help them understand that if you're doing all you can, hopefully they can be supportive, and that they get the support they need. They also need self-care. They need friends and other people in the community they can talk to about how hard it is when we're going through a rough time that doesn't make sense. So I'm Stephanie Brown, and I'm not a pharmacist, so please forgive me for not totally being able to say all the medications properly. But what I hope that I could share with you is that, when I learned that I'm on Seroquel and what does it do, why am I on it, it becomes empowering. So subscribe to my channel, and please put questions and opinions about your illness and how you're managing it, because you might have some really good stuff. I'm just here to be facilitating the conversation and to share some of my journey with other people. All right, so have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.